Debt information can be found throughout the CAFR, typically in all three sections of the CAFR. So in the first section of the CAFR, the introductory section, there is a letter of transmittal, and generally that will contain management's remarks about long-term debt. Then in the financial section of the report, you have the management discussion and analysis, or MD&A. Generally, that will also include some information about long-term debt. Obviously, the financial section contains the basic financial statements themselves, and there's debt information included on the financial statements, specifically the statement of net position. Will have information about both short-term and long-term debt, and that statement is akin to a company's balance sheet. Also in the financial section, you have the notes to the financial statements, which are narratives that take specific line items from the financial statements and try to provide more supplementary information and some context for understanding those line items. And so generally you'll have notes to the financial statements for things like short-term debt, long-term debt, as well as bonded indebtedness. The statistical section of the CAFR may actually have the most information about the government's debt, and that section will have a series of tables or charts that provide different perspectives on the entity's debt. For example, you can find information about the entity's legal debt margin, which is how much debt the entity or government is carrying compared to what the government is legally authorized to carry. Also, it has information about various types of debt that the government has outstanding, as well as a lot of good information about the government's any bonded indebtedness that they have, so bonds outstanding. The statistical section also has good information about the government's debt capacity, as well as the entity's debt service funds, which is actually will show the reader what resources the government has set aside to make debt service payments. For more information, visit texastransparency.org.